In this video, I'm going to go over the property evaluation landing page and workflow. When you log in and you see your task list, you'll notice that you have a task titled Evaluate Lead/Comp Property. What you're going to do with this task is you're going to comp the property using a third-party site, whether it's Redfin, Zillow, your MLS, or any additional site. You can also use the property analyzer within REI Blackbook, but you're going to open up the landing page for property evaluation. So you're going to come up to Web Tools, click on Landing Pages, and you're going to open up Property Evaluation. You can click on this little link button to get the domain and open it in a new tab. When you open the property evaluation landing page, you want to fill out the name and email exactly as it is in the leads contact record so that they merge together. You'll fill out the property address, and then here's where you're just going to document the results of your search when you're comping the properties. We have come up with an ARV of $100,000 on this property. Additional info, this is just a free text field for you to write down any additional info you want to have on this property or on this contact record. And then our cash offer range is going to be in the $50,000 range. And then any questions for the seller here. And then next step, cash offer, set appointment, refer to realtor, or cancel. Each one of these in the dropdown is going to trigger a little bit different workflow. A cash offer workflow is going to trigger a task for you to call the seller back and provide a cash offer before going out to their property and viewing it. Set appointment, on the other hand, would be to call the seller lead and set the appointment so you can visit the house and do a walkthrough prior to giving them an offer. Refer to realtor, this one we use when the ARV and what they're asking for is very similar. When it appears like it would be a good listing property, then we would be able to pass it over to our realtor contact and they could go on the appointment for a listing. Then there's cancel. This is if you have no interest in the property anymore and you're just going to call the seller and you're going to cancel out of the running for this property. This could be if it's a property type that you don't deal with. Maybe the property itself is located in an area you don't work. Maybe it has too much damage for you to take on, or it's a bigger project than what you're looking for. Either way, these are going to trigger particular workflows so it leads you to your next steps. In this instance, we're going to go ahead and suggest cash offer, and then $100,000 is the ARV, but this seller was asking for $125,000, which is really far off of our cash offer range. That's why we're going to suggest going ahead and giving the cash offer before taking the time to go and walk the property. That way we don't waste our time and we're being as efficient as possible. And then green, yellow, red, and there's a couple different reasons why people are listed as red. Red at this point means that they're a lead that we are not interested in pursuing. It could be because it's listed on the MLS. Perhaps they're not motivated. This person may or may not be motivated. You have no interest in the property, or do not call. For whatever reason you have received indication that they don't want you to call them back, you can push this here. Because we're going to go ahead and give them the cash offer, and there's nothing to say that they'll say no to a $50,000 offer, we're going to leave it as yellow. Then we're going to click submit, and we'll receive a pop-up to show that the information has been transmitted successfully to REI Blackbook, and we can go to next steps from there. So we'll go back over to REI Blackbook, and from the dashboard we'll be able to see that 2 web forms have been submitted today. Both of them were for Risha Testing 9, so we'll go ahead and open up the contact record. From the contact record, you'll be able to notice a couple new things that have been added. The contact information remains the same. In the activity feed, you'll see that there was a new task created, another note with information from the web form. Also on the right hand side, you'll see that the tag has now been updated to a yellow lead, and you'll be able to see that Risha was the one collecting the information, so she worked on this file. As for the properties, those remain the same, and then if you scroll down, you'll see the tasks down here that are open. You'll see that we have now evaluated the lead / comp the property, so we can either mark this complete right here by clicking this box, or our preference to manage our tasks is in the task list. So from the top, we'll click on tasks in the black bar, and then we can mark this task complete right here. So now we need to do a cash offer. That's going to be our task that was triggered from our workflow. At that point, the workflow as well as the landing page walkthrough of the property evaluation is complete.